Let's actually sit down and talk about Arkveld versus Rajang, because the downplay on my boy Arkveld is absolutely insane. I think everyone understands the whole elemental exchange of this fight, that if Rajang tries to use his lightning, that Arkveld is just going to absorb that shit. I think most of the contention comes from the physical aspect, which I think Arkveld has the advantage in. You'll have to remember that Arkveld's main op is Ray Dow. Right here is the average size of Ray Dow, and I'll zoom in so you can really see it. Here you go. Despite that size, we literally see Arkveld just casually knock him and send him rolling over. Not just that, is able to physically ragdoll him, drag him around like a plaything, throw him over his shoulder. Mind you, something that's just as big as him slammed him. No issue. In comparison, that would be akin to Arkveld picking up and not just picking up, lifting and slamming a Devil Joe over his shoulder. Both the Devil Joe and Ray Dow's sizes are very, very comparable. And even though we've seen a Rajang contest a Devil Joe, we have not outright seen it being able to throw it over its shoulder. It's just able to match its strength somewhat. More so getting the dub on anatomy advantage. And even on the assumption that Rajang decides to do something like this, just make the case that Arkveld would absorb that shit the same way he absorbed Ray Dow's lightning cannon. And to further prove my point, the fact that Rajang actually struggles to apprehend and physically dominate a Kieran also shows to me that Arkveld could contest him physically. So all in all, there's nothing that Rajang has showed, at least into this, his normal base version, to where he would just physically dominate Arkveld whatsoever. And then add on the fact that the electrical element of Rajang would just amplify or even regenerate Arkveld as well. I don't think as much of a wash as most people in the community believe it's going to be. Arkveld's pretty strong. Like, physically is a monster. You have to give him the respect. He deserves it.